Well, we all remember that Isa Pantami is actually in a serious state right now because, Nigerians and even Ndidi Elumelu and others at the House of Representatives have actually raised the motion that he should be sacked. And there are so many controversies surrounding why he must be sacked or resign from office. And, right again, he has actually cried for help because a fresh video has emerged on some of the things that he has done over the years, but he has raised the alarm that they are all doctored videos, that they are not true about him. Well, I don't know how true that is, until you get the full clip, or you have, the two sides of the story. That is when you can confirm if it is true or not. But of course, we all know the reason Isa Pantami is in this state because of some of the things he has done in the past, and these things have come back to haunt him, speaking against Christians and saying all sort of things, because back then he was an Islamic cleric and all of that. But when they become politicians, they forget about the fact that they are, one-time clerics. That is why we have Boko Haram today. At one point or the other, you will be so shocked that some of these Boko Haram members were clerics, but unfortunately, perhaps maybe they were not getting what they wanted at that time. That is why they have decided to, go into something that will fetch them more money, and they forget the fact that they are people who are called to do the work of God. Anyway, guys, let us get into these details about Pantami and why it's raising alarm over, the new video that emerged online. Anyway, guys, more details, but please, if you have not subscribed, please ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can get updated anytime we drop a new video. All right, friends, without further ado, let us dive right into the details of this report. Yes, it says Pantami raises alarm over fresh doctored videos to malign him. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, has raised the alarm over plots to release some doctored videos to malign him. He said the videos have been designed to show him in an alleged compromising condition. Pantami, in a statement through his spokesperson, Uwa Suleiman, said he will not sit idly to see his hard-earned reputation as an Islamic scholar destroyed. He said Heavis, a victim of well-coordinated and richly funded campaign against him. The statement said, "We are in receipt of credible intelligence that the same forces who had been championing a well-coordinated and richly funded campaign against the Honorable Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, are now onto the next stage of their diabolic project. This time around, the forces of evil are shopping for willing partners as well as their usual avenues to release doctored videos purporting to show the Honorable Minister in an alleged compromising condition as a way of creating injury on his image. We are least surprised by the recent move, which is a clear intensification of their desperation, having failed in their assault on the personality of the Honorable Minister despite their previous efforts. After concocting lies and half-truths linking the Honorable Minister with terrorism despite his well-documented stance against Boko Haram and similar groups, these adversaries went to the extent of doctoring a document with capacity to endanger national security. It was a relief for peace-loving Nigerians that the gimmicks also failed to strike that sensitive chord. He vowed to protect his integrity despite the antics of alleged paid agents. The statement added, "This notice therefore is to alert the public to the latest ungodly plan and to warn the perpetrators about the consequences of such action. The Honorable Minister will not sit idly to see his hard-earned reputation as a respected community leader, Islamic scholar, and public servant being muddled in the mud by paid agents with no adherence to truth and fear of God." I don't know who is telling a lie here or who is telling the truth, But I can assure you and I can tell you that this could just be another ploy of Issa Pantami, trying to get himself out of trouble, saying Nigerians are the ones lying or they are paid agents who are trying to drag his name in the mud. You know how Nigerians politicians can be. They can as well, try to drag their own name a little just to make it look like someone else is actually instigating that he must be sacked because of what has happened in time past. But obviously, Issa Pantami, even without bringing in any new evidence or bringing in any new story about him, this is not a man of good example that should be in a public office. Obviously, I don't know how our government see things. The same people who have wrecked this country, you put them in ministerial positions and you say the country should move forward. How can such a country move forward? The time people began to disengage from this administration and from Buhari's administration was when he started appointing people into office. That was when Nigerians knew we are all in for it, because when he started appointing ministers, the same people who have wrecked Nigeria, who have wrecked their states as governors, who have wrecked as senators and ministers, it is surprising that he retained some of them and brought some of them that Nigerians have called and cried out that these are the kind of people we don't want into government. And yet you made them ministers. You gave them all kinds of positions. And today, see where the nation is. A thief will remain a thief. They have wrecked the country to the extent that even now people are going into banditry because there's no money anywhere any longer. So everyone believes now that if you go into banditry in one night, you can make over 100 million. Who would not want to go into such kind of business? Because it's now an industry in Nigeria. So that is why you see all regions in the country are under serious siege because they have wrecked the country. Imagine how Buhari, as the president, could say the service chiefs are not working, they are not doing fine in the positions to which they have put them. The fight they are supposed to fight, they have not. You sacked them. But unfortunately, after sacking them, you gave them ambassadorial positions. Where is that done? Where is that done? It is crazy that the same people you feel are not competent in one office, you are putting them in another higher office. It is only a person that is not sane that would do such a thing. That is why the situation of the country is like this. Now, even Issa Pantami has the guts, the temerity to stand up to Nigerians that Nigerians are wrong because the government is wrong. But who is really going to correct this anomaly? That is the question. But anyway, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for listening. Please drop your comment and tell us what you think about all of this. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.